Here we go. The final week of the NFL season. Week 17 is underway. This will be fielded at the 8. And not a bad return here. He gets it out to the 25-yard line.
At their own 25-yard line.
Here we go, here we go. 10 Lobo. Go.
The first carry for the former Nittany Lion. This is Saquon Barkley. And he'll just plow right into a host of tacklers. Nothing there at all, and it'll be 2nd and 10. And as a defensive end, getting off the ball quickly, swarming to the football, making a tackle, that's what we saw right there.
Yeah, that's what their job is, and really a lot of the time they have to throttle back a little bit in the run game because you know those defensive ends, they're like in a sprinter stance. They're just headed straight for the quarterback. That was good recognition on that play to hold them to no gain.
On 2nd down, here's Barkley. And an alley to run. The 40, 30, the 20. Touchdown, Giants! Saquon Barkley, his 21st touchdown of the season. And they are able to strike first here on their opening drive. Well, if they didn't get the wake-up call before the game, they got it right now. 2 plays already in the end zone.
I think of it in boxing terms because whether it's a big shot with your first one or a probing one, a little bit of a jab, the second one was the payoff. That was the big one that landed. 1-2, end zone.
The Eagles take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
Wentz and the Eagles now with a 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line. They will run for the first time with Miles Sanders. And he will lose yardage and be backed up to the 24. That's going to go as a loss of 1 on 1st down.
Brings up 2nd and 11 at the 24.
A loss of a yard there to start out. That leads to a 2nd and 11. And the reception made by Alshon Jeffrey. And he's upended at the 33 following a good pickup of 8. 8 yards on the completion, but now they face 3rd down.
Here we go. Ready? Oh, yeah. Here we go again.
Wentz looking to throw on 3rd and 2. And he connects with Ertz. And able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down. An Eagle first down there. Wentz to Ertz, and the names that end in TZ.
1st down, Eagles.
Check. Here we go. Pac-Man. Waiting.
He can't hit it. He's not going to get me.
On 1st and 10, here's Wentz. He's going to fire one deep, middle of the field. Almost able to intercept it. That's one he would have liked to have held on to on this first drive. Instead, 2nd down.
Well, that certainly looked like something that they discussed all week in practice, getting ready for this one. Take the big shot right out of the gate. At worst, you'll open up the defense a little bit, loosen them up, have them back on their heels.
And they're well past midfield, just a yard or 2 shy of the 40. 11 yards there, 1st down.
Tremendous blocking by the interior of the offensive line. They didn't just gash him there. They blasted a gaping hole for him to gallop through. I think if he comes back to the huddle, he better be giving them a whole lot of credit and thanking them for that much space to rumble.
Now Wentz. And nowhere to fit that football in. It's knocked away and incomplete. He was trying to get it to Zach Ertz that time. But it'll be 2nd down.
And that's one he's got to be happy to have back. There wasn't a hole open in the zone.
You'd have to think on early downs like that 1st down there, need to be a little bit more careful.
Yeah, fortunately for him, got a couple more downs to play with.
Back to the air on second down. Wentz. He's going to let this go deep. And this is caught inside the 5. Touchdown, Philadelphia. Deshaun Jackson with touchdown number 8 on the year. As his guys are on the board here in this first quarter. The point after, no gimme in the snow, but it's up and good. And we are tied at 7. Each team's had it. Each team has scored. 7-7 here as the kick's away. This one taken from the 7. Solid return. Pretty good field position. They'll start at the 32-yard line.
First and 10 at their own 32-yard line.
The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive. And the magnitude of this game, everybody knows it. The fans, obviously the players and coaches, there's just with them a palpable buzz right now. They know they control their own destiny.
Win, and you're in. And I think every player wants that. I think every coach wants that. I haven't been in an organization yet that wants to be in a game where they have to rely on other teams to get them to their goals. In this situation, it's very cut and dry. Win, and you're in the playoffs. That's their mission, that's their challenge, and you know they've chosen to accept it.
And what they told us is this has been the most focused week of practice we've had all year. You wouldn't expect any different.
Yeah, and you know, at the beginning of the season, you have multiple goals. They just have one now, win the game.
He'll wind up getting right about 4 there on the scramble, and it's second down.
Now, how about that play? He took a possible negative and turned it into positive yardage and slid down to avoid taking a big shot. Excellent job getting down and avoiding the big hit.
On second down, Barkley. And they will only muster a yard here to the 38.
I think that's the type of run we'll continue to see throughout this game. The snow coming down, I don't expect a lot of big plays to be broken.
The Eagles call on the extra defensive back here as they prepare for a stop on third down. Operating from the gun, Jones. Throw left side, complete to Ingram. And he gets it to the 32, good enough for a first down. First catch for him on the afternoon, and it results in a first down.
First and 10 at the 32-yard line.
From the 32 now, here's first and 10.
Get that quarterback, D-line. Get that quarterback, D-line. D-line, get that quarterback. Shit. Jim. Take 4.
Now Saquon Barkley, and that'll hurt the average a bit as this time they're able to get him behind the line. It's a loss of a yard there, and it's second down.
I know when I was a kid, I always got real excited when I saw those lateral-type runs. But the best backs that made it happen, they put a foot in the ground and just go. That didn't happen there. That play got swallowed up.
Set. 18 Gator.
Come on, D. Under 10. 10.
On second and 11 now. Jones. Open target here, Darius Slayton. And he has another first down as they'll get the ball down to the Eagles' 20-yard line. This drive, it's been a good mix. 3 passing plays, 3 runs, hitting on all 3 of those passes, and the last one putting him in the red zone.
So wouldn't you think play action right here? Because you've got the ability and had the ability to run it in, throw it, go play action, and take your shot at the end zone.
And brought down, but not before they get it inside the 10 to the 7. 13-yard gain yet again, just like last play.
Let's go there. 10-2 stop.
Giants, first down. First and 10.
From the gun, Jones. And this will be incomplete. Physical play on the football there, and it's second down.
Incomplete. Now second and goal from the 7-yard line.
They'll try again here from the 7 on second and goal.
Pilot, 64, weak. Come on, switch it.
Check 31.
Get it.
A first carry for the Clemson man, Wayne Gallman. And he's able to get it down to the 2-yard line. Give him right around 4 on the carry. We'll see if they want to keep pounding here on 3rd and goal.
And Brad, they went to a nickel defense, and that's a surprise this close to the goal line, because ordinarily you use the back end of the end zone, the sidelines as extra defenders, and you want bigger people on the field to try and help against the run.
This defense hasn't let them in yet. They'll need to stiffen here. 3rd and goal from the 2. And Barkley will try to punch it in. And they're going to mark him down short, maybe by about a yard, if that. Only a yard there, so it brings up 4th and goal. This is a long drive offensively. Wouldn't you hate to end this with just 3 points?
Doesn't it feel like during a ball game you have certain narratives going on and there's certain drives that seem to take on just a bit more importance than others? This feels like one of those, doesn't it? To me, 3 points here, a major letdown. This is the time to go and put 6 on the board.
This will be fielded at the 6. And not a bad return here. He gets it out to the 25-yard line.
At their own 25-yard line.
The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive. As the season winds down and you look at them in totality, you know, the offense has struggled. The defense has been pretty good, so I would imagine the changes this offseason may be more on the offensive side of the ball.
And this is where we always hear the term complementary football, because as you noted, the defense has played well enough for them to win games, and the offense has held them back. So they've got to reward that defense by improving on offense. I don't know if you make a change at quarterback, running back, tight end. It doesn't matter. Get better players, better system, so they can play to the standards of the defense, and the win column will result.
Now a nice throw here right side. He hauls it in. A gain there of 21 yards. In this weather, any big play in the passing game, that's just a bonus, right?
It certainly is, but oftentimes offenses think in clement weather plays to their advantage, because you know where you're going on offense. Defenders have to react, and they often slip.
He's going to fire one deep over the middle. Looking for Jeffrey, and it's intercepted. Picked off at the 18. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back.
Here we go. Waiting.
I got you.
Wentz now on 1st down. And incomplete there, almost picked off. That's one you maybe expect your roaming free safety to come up with. But it's 2nd down. Once again, they'll go from the 23-yard line on 2nd and 10.
Let's go. You tighten up.
Kill.
Wentz going to throw. And that is incomplete. He couldn't hold on through the contact. Brings up 2nd down. The turnover put him in great field position. They don't want to squander it with 3rd down coming up.
No, not at all. And you know what else you do? You make your defense mad.
Yeah.
They got you the football, gave you a great opportunity. You got to cash in and get some points.
The chance of wasting this great starting field position, a real threat. This is 3rd and long. From the gun, it's Wentz. Letting one go deep for the end. This is taken in by Jeffrey. He's got it. Touchdown, Eagles. Alshon Jeffrey. His 2nd touchdown on the season. And once again, the Eagles are back out in front. Here's Hauschka for the extra point. And that makes it 14-10. Hauschka now to send this one away following the score. This will be fielded on the back line of the end zone.
Come on, baby. Let's
The offense now at the line, ready for their next drive. And last time they got 3 points, but it was a chip shot field goal. And when you go to the sideline after a chip shot field goal, maybe the offense not too happy.
It's a balancing act, isn't it? Because you're exactly right. They're none too pleased that they didn't punch it in for 6 points. But you also have to remember they did put points on the board.
3 points is 3 points.
And in this league, you take points when you can get them. Not easily done.
The offense back out there at the line, ready for their next drive. And they had 3 points last time, but they didn't want 3 points because they were well within range of scoring a touchdown. We'll see if they can do better now. In trouble here, and down he goes. Back at the 8-yard line. Brandon Graham, what a season he continues to have. His 15th sack of the campaign. After the sack, they're staring at a challenge basically from the other side of town. It's 2nd and a country mile. A give to Barkley out of the gun. And just not much to be had there. 1 yard out to the 10.
Well, so many times we look at a short run and we praise the offense for trying to set the tempo and establish things. But the defensive guys, hey, they just won the battle there. It wasn't a big run given up. They don't always have to absorb the body blows. Sometimes they dish them out themselves.
And he'll get it up a little shy of the 15. They'll spot him down at the 14-yard line.
But they got off the field on 3rd down. An excellent job, an excellent defensive series. We always talk about adjustments and usually only at halftime. But the best teams adjust series to series. And on that series, they adjusted so well that they got the job done in fine style.
Now it appears we're going to get whistles and a stop. A man down on the return. And this is certainly not what you want to see in the final week of the year. We'll be back. The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive. And thus far, the weather has not slowed this offense down one bit. They've looked good so far in the first half.
They certainly have. And think back to our meeting with the head coach. And we asked him because we saw the forecast for this game, didn't we? We said, hey, have you prepared for this? And he talked about the different drills that they've done in adverse conditions, the wet ball drills, things of that nature. He said, I don't think it's going to slow us down much. We tend to handle it pretty well, and he's been right.
After the incomplete pass, here now is 2nd and 10. It's a 2nd down run with Sanders. And no room that time, getting it to about the 46. The 2nd down play, not much better than the first, just a gain of 1 there.
Well, that's a good start to this drive on the defensive side of the ball.
Force the incompletion on 1st down. Then you're able to shut down the running play on 2nd.
Yeah, I wouldn't be surprised now. A little bit of pressure going at the quarterback in an expected passing situation.
Five in the secondary now for the Giants here on 3rd.
Hey, box truck, box truck.
2 minutes remaining in this first half of football. And we'll remind you that coming up at halftime, we'll join Jonathan Coachman and the gang in Orlando. Coach will have stats and scores from the early games going on here around the NFL. Now Wentz on 3rd down. And he's caught on the sideline, but he's not going to have a first down. They say he was out of bounds, so a big call there. That brings up 4th. So on 4th down, here's Ryan Quigley now to kick this one away. Corey Coleman back deep to return. He punted 3 times in the loss last week as he sends this one away. And did they keep it in? They did. They kept it in. It's down close to the goal line at the 1-yard line.
You rarely call your punter a weapon, but he certainly was there. How about that? Pinning him down at the 1-yard line and helping out the defense in a big way. I'm telling you what, if I'm a defensive coordinator, I might be thinking safety right now.
The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive. They're going to have to go at least 50, 60 yards here if they want to ensure that they don't have to punt the ball like they did last time.
Yeah, so what you're saying is we're not playing to just get out of the shot of your own goal line, right? You're playing to make sure the punter doesn't see the field again. So it's not picking up a couple of first downs. You want to pick up 5 or 6 first downs and make sure you move the ball into their territory.
An incomplete pass on first down. That leads to a 2nd and 10. A toss out to Barkley. And he'll get this up past the 5 to the 7-yard line. They get 6 here after the incompletion, and it'll leave them with a 3rd and 4.
And that last carry puts him right at 100 yards for the game. So how has he done it? Because he's been patient, followed his blocks, let everything develop, and then burst through for big gains.
On 3rd down, Barkley. And they'll get him down up past the 15. The Giants going to go ahead and use the first of their timeouts as they'll get a chance to talk it over after picking up the first down.
First and 10 at the 17-yard line.
So a solid run by Saquon Barkley and another 1st and 10 here.
54 is Mike. 54 is Mike. Check, check. Watch 54. Watch 54. We own this.
Now Jones from the gun, he'll throw. Pressure comes, and down he goes. The Eagles get there for the sack. Fletcher Cox in there to get him. Sack number 14 for him on the year. So after the sack, here's 2nd and 14. Out of the shotgun, they run with Barkley. And way up past the 35 before he's taken down. Now the Giants will use the 2nd of their 3 timeouts as they stop it here with just under 40 ticks to go in this first half. So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38. Jones fakes the give to Barkley. And nearly picked off there. Almost intercepted. Instead, 2nd down. Well, the incompletion, yes, but maybe here not the worst thing in the world?
No, not on 1st and 10. It actually gives them a chance to regroup, relax just a little bit. They huddle up, talk it over. Then they get a chance to continue their drive.
And a good swarm to the football defensively as they get him down at about the 40. After getting stuffed on first down, not much better there. 2-yard gain. The Giants on 3rd down. They've hit 2 for 4 thus far. This is 3rd and 8. He's going to wind up and air it out. Incomplete. He had his hands on it but couldn't pick it. But it's now 4th down.
Incomplete. It's 4th down.
And likely time for one final play here in the half, so they will go for it on 4th down. And they'll run for it with Barkley, and he won't get there. They stop him a few yards short of the line to gain. Fletcher Cox there for the tackle.
Result of the play is a turnover on down.
Check. Here we go. 280.
2 times, 2 times. 3 out.
And with time running down, they go down to a knee. So we've come upon halftime here in Week 17. As we'll send you down the coast now to Orlando. That's where we find Jonathan Coachman ready with our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach, the final 2 quarters of the NFL regular season are upon us as the second half of Week 17 is underway. This one fielded at the 5. And he'll take this one near the 25, call it the 26-yard line.
The Eagles take over 1st and 10 at their own 26-yard line.
The offense now at the line, ready for their next drive. They have the lead. Now they'll be looking for some separation here as we begin the 3rd quarter.
I like the way you termed that because now I think they go a little bit deeper into their playbook. They like what they did in the first half. That worked okay. But in order to get the separation that you just talked about, change things up a little bit. Change your tendencies, try and hit them a little bit more with some things they didn't see in the first half.
We'll see if they do just that. So the opening play of the drive goes backwards. Now they'll come up on 2nd and 12. Now, meanwhile, here's a second down throw that's knocked away and incomplete. Trey Waynes, the Michigan State man, right there in coverage. Boy, the numbers throwing the football just not trending in the right direction. Last week he was under 50%. He's under 50% again here.
And we haven't gotten an announcement, but it appears to me that he might be a little dinged up and is just trying to play through. You know, he's one of those tough guys that wants to answer the bell each and every play for his team. That might be throwing off his accuracy.
Ertz has it left side. They do get 9, but it leads to 4th down.
One of the advantages of zone defense, as I remember it, is being able to see the play develop in front of you. One of the disadvantages, when they find those levels where they can hit you with it, sometimes behind the corner and in front of the safety, it makes it tough to defend.
And this will hit just beyond the goal line as it's into the end zone for a touchback. The offense back out there at the line, ready for their next drive. They're down in this game. A chance for the offense, though, to put something on the board, get some momentum here in half 2.
Try and get things kick-started for them. And you know at the half, they discussed how they were going to get that done. This is where scripting comes into play a lot of the time.
How many plays do you script coming out of the second?
Most of the time in the first half, you're scripting 12 to 16. I think in the second half, you're really scripting more like 8 to 10. Kind of a starter or an opener, whatever terminology they use. Just something to get you off to a quick start.
Jones now. Off play action. They'll get this out to Barkley, complete. Call it a 3-yard gain, and that'll bring up a 3rd down.
I know most of the time when the ball's in the air, you're thinking wide receiver, tight end, but running backs, they can be a big part of any passing offense nowadays.
And on 3rd down, a nickel formation here defensively. Here's Jones, operating from the gun, and that is incomplete.
We're into the second half now, and this is an offense that continues to struggle to sustain a drive.
Looks like they're just totally out of sync, whether they're running the ball, passing the ball like we saw there. I don't know, the rhythm seems off. 46 on his first kick, this one in that neighborhood as well. That's pulled in at the 32. A 41-yard punt, 9 on the return. And the Eagles will have it, taking over 1st and 10. The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive. And a tight game after punting last time. To see if they can get something going on this drive.
As they head to the field now, with the game this close, you've got to feel there's a sense of urgency for them going on offense right now. But they have to do it without letting panic creep in and affect their play.
Looking to throw on 2nd down. Wentz. That's complete to Disley, the tight end. That one good for the completion percentage, but no gain. It'll be 3rd down.
Brandon, just mark that under the category of just not successful. Trying to throw the ball, just didn't work on that one.
Completed it. No yardage. They had the catch on 2nd down, but it didn't help at all, and now they're looking at 3rd down here. Working from the gun, Wentz. And this is caught. A spectacular one-handed grab there. They call it a gain of 19, and it moves the chains. Wentz now 9 of 16 through the air as he's got it 1st and 10. They'll run it here with Logan. And he's going to get this inside the 30. Another nice gain. That's now 30 yards between those last 2 plays. When he runs, he seems to do a nice job of knowing when to be patient and find the hole, and then when the hole is there, he goes quickly.
You're exactly right. He knows how to just take off, but you know what else? Brings a little thump with him, doesn't he?
He does.
He packs the boom at the end of the run and finishes it going forward. That's what you want to see out of your backs.
On the tackle, it's Trey Waynes. The last run got a couple. Here's 2nd and 8. Now a fake on the give here as they try the run-pass option. And they're going to have another first down as the tackle's made at the Giants' 13-yard line. And a good quarterback facing zone coverage. If he has just a little bit of time to survey the scene, that's what's going to happen.
No doubt about it. If there's no pressure, he's going to continue to pick them apart because he'll have all that time to find someone open downfield. He can only cover for so long. So maybe they want to go to a zone blitz scheme, get a little bit more pressure. Remember when Carolina did that against Denver? They lost the game ultimately. They dropped the defensive end out, and he ended up with an interception in that game in Super Bowl 50. Maybe some sort of scheme like that to try and get more pressure at the passer.
And he'll be dropped at about the 11 after only a yard. A minimal gain there on the 8th play of the drive.
And the big fella stuffed that one up in a big way. I think doubling him has to be a priority because you can't move up to the next level if you don't take care of him first.
On 3rd down, here's Hill. And they go the wrong way on this one. Losing yardage back at the 12. A loss of a yard, and it brings up 4th.
Stephen Hauschka on for the field goal. A 49-yard attempt.
And the 12-year veteran knocks it right through. Back now here at MetLife Stadium, where the 4th quarter will begin with a kickoff following the score on the final play of the 3rd quarter.
Stephen Hauschka set to kick off.
Here's Hauschka now to kick it away. This one taken from the 7. And he's up across the 25 and down at the 28-yard line. Meanwhile, down in Dallas, you saw the score at the bottom of your screen a moment ago. We got a good one going on there. We'll keep you updated on that one as it progresses. The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive. And on the last go-around, they really couldn't get anything going.
They had to punt from deep inside their own territory, which means they're going to lose the field position battle as a general rule. What they're looking for now is a little more consistency, move the ball at least a few times on offense, get a couple of first downs, and hopefully flip the field.
Just something to build off of. That's what they're looking for here.
First and 10 at the 43-yard line.
They keep it with Barkley on first down. And across the midfield stripe into Eagle territory. 9 yards is the pickup there, and they'll have a 2nd and 1.
Oh, that's one to warm the hearts of all those old-school football players, isn't it? Tough, hard, gritty run, got behind his pads, bowled over a few people. Look at that one, right up the gut.
So up through 3 quarters, no reason to lighten up now. And he can't find anywhere to go with it, and he goes down. Derek Barnett able to record his 5th sack of the season.
Go. 60 Pittsburgh. You ain't lock it. Go.
On 3rd down, Barkley. And Barkley did not get there. They end up getting stuffed twice after that 9-yard gain back on first down.
I know the scouting report on him is that he doesn't possess the eye discipline to be an elite linebacker, and what that means is his ability to read, react, and make a play. But on that one, he looked like one of those guys.
Jones throwing on 4th down. And no, it's incomplete. Boy, it looked like he had it and dropped it. And the Eagles are going to take over in great field position. On 1st and 10, it's Sanders. And I think this defense knew what was coming as he is smothered behind the line. That's going to go as a loss of 4, and it'll be 2nd down. Under 4 to go now as the clock runs, and they come up on 2nd down. Another run with Sanders. And he is met at the line of scrimmage, and he goes down right there. Call it no gain there, and it brings forth a 3rd and long. Possibly a turning point. Big play coming. This is 3rd and long. On 3rd down, they turn to Sanders. And he's not even able to get back to the line of scrimmage. Now there's also a flag down, and it's in the area of holding. So instead of giving them another 3rd down, they'll decline it, brings up 4.
Now that's smart football right there. You don't even have to really spend a lot of time considering it. Just know that you're probably going to get the ball back. Good job declining that penalty.
And here's a fair catch taken at about the 24-yard line. That'll go down as just a 20-yard punt. And it'll be Giant football 1st and 10. The offense now at the line, ready for their next drive. And last time they were very fortunate, this offense. They went for it on 4, turned it over in their own territory, but the other guys held up. They didn't give up any points.
So how about the guy with the #1 headset on the sidelines, the head coach? That was planned going into it, not necessarily to not get the 1st down or to have the defense have to hold up.
But he trusted his defense.
Trusted his defense very much, and I think that that's how he's going to play this game. Go for it, be aggressive, because I've got the Wild Bunch backing me up over here on my own sideline.
Now we'll see what his offense can do. Barkley. And he was able to shed the tackle, but the reserves come in for the stop. It's a pickup of 4, and it'll bring up 2nd down.
I call that play a success. A nice inside run sets up a very manageable 2nd down. A very solid gain on that play.
From the 45 on 2nd down, Jones. And that going to be incomplete. Too tough to hold on to that one. It's 2nd down. We have not seen a whole lot of wide-open receivers. Everything seemingly has been contested.
And that's another nice job there to force an incompletion. They've been very cohesive, knowing each other's moves all game long, and they've been on the spot just about every time.
And they've held them in check on the scoreboard. One of the bigger plays in the game thus far, and the crowd getting into it as we come up on a big 3rd down.
He's coming. Double up, double up.
Operating from the gun, Jones finds his tight end Ingram. And they'll get him down about 3 yards short of the 1st. They stop him for only 3 that time, and that'll bring up 4th down.
One of the money routes for any offense, the drag route. So tough to defend because the receiver can stop at any point and make himself available to the quarterback and get a completion. But I love the communication we saw there. All the defenders pointing out the receiver, where he was going, and then they're able to rally to the ball after the catch and stop him short of a 1st down.
Now they go for it on 4th down, but that pass is knocked away and incomplete. Boy, it looked like he had it and dropped it. And the Eagles defense able to hold. The offense back out there at the line, ready for their next drive. Their defense forced the turnover on downs. They've got the lead. They're in good shape, but can't go into a shell here, right? Still got to be careful.
Yeah, because you're still a long way away from kneel down time. So you've got to work on getting 1st downs, keep the sticks moving, right? Keep the clock going. And above all, ball security. Don't turn it over.
So it's Eagle football here as we get you reset. And let's see what they've come up with offensively after having time to talk it over. They'll go again with Sanders. And this Giants defense getting off the ball quickly. They stop him behind the line again. And now right out of the 2-minute break, we'll get a timeout used defensively with 1:56 to go. Now, this is a big 3rd down, and you'd have to think we'd see a timeout right away if they can't stop him here. Another run here with Sanders. And he went nowhere. Well, he went backwards, back to the 33. The Eagles going to take the first of their timeouts. That'll leave them with 2 remaining. We'll be back after this. Here's Ryan Quigley now. as he'll punt it away for the 4th time today. He's averaging just under 50 yards a punt as he gets this away. And the return man will shuffle through the white stuff, secure the fair catch with both hands. So that'll be marked down as a 19-yard punt. And the offense will take over with a new set of downs. The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive. And this offense last time turned it over, went for it on 4th, didn't get it. They're lucky, though, because no points against the team on the board, but we'll see how they respond.
Yeah, they've got to give a lot of credit to their defensive teammates, don't they? They had their backs on that last series, and because they did so, that allows the coach to still stay aggressive on offense and maybe go for it again in a similar situation.
I was going to say maybe makes that offense feel good, but when you know you've got a defense making stands like that.
Yeah, that'll loosen up things a little bit, won't it? Maybe you'll play a little bit better the next time you have the ball.
This game not quite as good as the last, but still over 40 yards between the two. This is Garman. And he'll get this one down to about the 10-yard line. Give him a couple on the carry there, 2nd and 8. Now the Eagles will use the second of their timeouts. That'll leave them with just one remaining in this 4th quarter of play.
At the 10-yard line.
Come on, set. 60 yards.
Hey, let's go.
Rock it.
Jump. Check 9.
Snap.
On 2nd down now, Barkley. And he's going to be brought down just shy of the 5 at the 6. The Eagles will take their 3rd and final timeout. And as the two teams talk it over on their respective sidelines, we take a break. The Giants on 3rd down. They've struggled to the tune of 2 for 8 so far. This is 3rd and 4. They'll run it again with Barkley. And he won't be close to a first down as he runs into a wall right around the line of scrimmage. No gain there on the play, and that's going to leave him with a 4th down. Now the Giants will use the second of their 3 timeouts as the clock will stop with 37 seconds to play. One score down. Here we go. They're going to go for it here on 4th down. They'll run with Barkley. And yes, he's into the end zone. So they get the late score they needed. And now the extra point can tie this thing up in the final minute.
And while it appears the heavy lifting was accomplished by scoring the touchdown, they're still down 1. That extra point is not a gimme.
A big play looming for the Giants as they'll go for 2. The Giants going to burn their 3rd and final timeout as the clock will stop with 33 seconds remaining. All right, now a big 2-point conversion attempt still to come. They're going to try and run for it. And they will stop him after a fairly minimal pickup. And he is not going to reach the goal line. A courageous call to try for 2, but they will remain down by a point.